Hi everybody, this is Dara from On.Da.Mat, where we breathe, move, and heal to create more sustainable joy. And I am here today to have our very first joy lesson. I wanted to talk about language. The reason why I chose language for the first thing is just because I think it gives you guys a little bit more background about where I'm coming from, because I'm particular about my language and I'm using some of these words in ways that they're not used in a standard form, and that's what allows this space of health and wellness to be expanded. Number one, sustainable joy. If I had to break my organization down in 2 words, those would be the words that I would choose. Key for me is the sustainable part. The work that I do became very important, especially because I focus on the Black community. In these years, we've been dealing with this for generations, but especially my generation is becoming like, we're sick of it. We're sick of the police brutality and the misogyny and the homophobia and the transphobia. And there's so much happening in the world that even if you ate all your vegetables and drank all your water, you still might not feel good just based off of what's happening outside. There's some real messed up stuff going out in the world. So my big dream for the future is that we can all be joyous and positive if that's what we choose to be. And it doesn't have to be in spite of something. It comes naturally, that we don't have to fight for it anymore. So that's where the sustainable comes into play. Number 2 is going to be health. Also going to encompass healthy. So health to me is your mental, your emotional, your physical, and your spiritual. If you ever take yoga class with me, I will ask you, how is your body, how is your mind, and how is your heart? So what emotions are you feeling? What thoughts are you having? And is anything physically happening? When I think about healthy, I think about just being whole. So wholly aware of those different aspects of yourself, of your thoughts, of your emotions, your spiritual health, everything like that. And maybe you're not always feeling good and comfortable, but if you are feeling bad or uncomfortable, you are aware of that. You're able to find out what the source of that is. And if there is no source, or if you're not able to find out, you can also always be like honest and vulnerable with yourself and really give yourself what you want and what you need. Sometimes those things are not aligned. So I would say need first. And that's where that honesty comes into play. Like giving yourself what you need first. And then sometimes being like, I'm going to be really kind and generous to myself and give myself what I want. And keeping in mind also that you get to a point where what you want isn't going to be something that harms you. So I think that's what real health is, that awareness and that communication with self, and being able to take action around that. Number 3, that is going to be uncomfortable / comfortable, which I was just talking about. Some people say like negative or bad emotions, and they get a bad rep. In fact, emotions get a bad rep. I'm a Pisces, y'all. I'm all about my emotions. People are like, emotions are useless and they're just getting your way, and like, don't let them control you, blah, blah, blah. But emotions are just energetic experiences that we have, and that's it. Sometimes they are comfortable and we're like, oh yeah, I could keep doing this. And sometimes they're uncomfortable and you're like, what the fuck is going on? I need this to stop. This is not okay. Or it makes you act in a way where you're like, ooh, I do not like how I'm acting right now. And that's where the discomfort comes from. But the feeling itself is not good or bad. The feeling is just an experience that you're having, like all the feels, all the time. Number 4, what I mean by innovation or innovators, it's just the concept that we're thinking out of the box, out of the box. I had to do that for my 90s babies. But for real, like thinking outside the box. Innovation with what I do looks like anything from yoga to meditation to actual, like when I get my nursing degree, I will be giving you guys like nursing tips. I mean, not nursing tips, but like tips from a nursing perspective. To freaking root medicine, using herbs. Shoot, they're manifestations. If you follow me, if and when you follow me, you'll see that I do innovative healing interviews, and all the people that I work with are just people who teach, empower, and promote breathing, moving, and healing in their own way. So that can look anywhere from people who do inner child and shadow workshops to people who are really, really good at dancing and jump roping and, like, you know, show people how to do that. I'm about to have these alternative practices, the fitness world, the medical world, all jumbled up, you know, Western medicine, everything like that. Number 5 is going to be healing. So when I use that word, I really mean, so I have this wound, right? This was not staged, this is real. And obviously my body is working on healing this wound with rebuilding the skin and everything. But as I said before, health is more than just the physical. There's also the spiritual, the mental, the emotional, and healing really looks at unpacking the source of discomfort, of disease, of pain, of whatever other word goes in that space, and figuring out like what is happening here. What's happening here is that my skin was torn away. And then thinking, like, again, those questions of what do I need in this time? And I think that's more so like, what do I need? Not even what do I want, just in the sense of like, where do I want to end up? Where I want to end up is no pain here, and preferably no scar, but I don't really care, right? So it's like, okay, in order to achieve that, what do I need? And that's what healing looks like, being in action around that. So getting that awareness and then being in action to make yourself whole again, where you are safe and secure and comfortable and really back to joy. But those are my 5, I think, top terms that I wanted to talk to you guys about as I explore the world of language. I definitely am somebody who in the past has identified as a person who did not think much before they spoke. Like, people would ask that and I'd be like, so I just want to say, for everybody else who's out there like me, if that's something that you want, it is achievable. To be mindful with your words. Language is so important. I believe that words are super, super, super valuable. They literally make the world exist. You know, like, y'all wouldn't know that this was a wig unless that word existed and we all agreed what wig means, okay? Well, some people might be like, I knew it was a wig. That's not the point, okay? No, but really, I just had to put that out there because I usually don't look like this, so don't get used to it. All right, y'all, thank you so much for watching. And if you have anything to add to the terms that I talked about, please drop it in the comments below. Also, if you have some language that you would like to add in, as somebody who's a breather, a mover, a healer, somebody who's in the health and wellness field, please bring in more language so that we can get funky and weird and innovative, and just have some dope ass conversations. Peace. Oh, no, I wouldn't say a prayer. I just wanted to close out all of these joy lessons with a prayer. So if that serves you, stay on. And if not, go ahead and watch my next video. I pray blessings over your life. I pray blessings over your friends, your family, and your loved ones. May you all be able to move with love and joy. I pray protection over you, especially those of the Black family and those fighting for and with the Black family. May we all heal, and may we send out prayers of healing to others so that we may move with love always, always, always. Peace, love, blessings to you all. Thank you for the love that you've given me. May this be a continual, abundant flow and exchange. May our love multiply within each other. I pray a continuous stream of health, wealth, and prosperity for all of us at no expense. Peace, 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 with joy from me to you. Ashe. All right, you guys, thank you so much.